Okay, right, singer-songwriter circle. Let's get you all set up. Give you a quick overview. I know we've done this in the meeting, but we'll do it very, very briefly. Okay, so, as you know, we're registering everything here in the record industry, in the music industry, trying to make it available for everybody so they know who to contact, what to do. Everybody that registers can have the options to join the different directory pages. They can all build their profiles. You can all interact with each other, and yes, just let everybody know what the hell's going on. Fan app, this is coming, not complete yet, just test running at the moment. This means with the gigs being actually promoted by the fans. But the bit for you for promoter, so this is what's going to be happening with you. As you know, bands are going to come to this section. Now the gigs we're going to form are going to become in with these for you. Now all these available gigs, they go out every day via email. We're about to add in a hot gigs page as well. That's going to be emailed. So if you get some seriously good acts playing, you can sort of do a little blurb and send it out, and we'll post that out as well to encourage people to apply for certain shows. Terms and conditions on all of these. So you know, if you've got to, if you have something really specific that you want to, you know, let's click this one here, for instance. There you go. Like this one, guys. He's written full bands, 30 minutes, £20 travel expenses, door sales. Incentive, you know, it's quite good. You know, you can say whatever you want just before they read it, so it stops that first few emails happening. If they hit the requests, they go through. You'll get requests for bands to be able to apply for gigs, but I'll show that to you later. So, straight through, we've got account. This is you as a person. This is what you do. Everything else which is bolted on. So, personal profile. This is your promoter account. Okay, if you want to edit either of these, click the picture. On the left hand side you'll have edit profile, so it's really basic, just fill it out, keep you working your way down the list, everything will be full, you'll look all great. So dashboard, you've got nothing here right at the moment, but I've left my page open on mine so you can see. So dashboards, you're going to get messages which are the same as getting messages on Facebook or MySpace. Ignore my dog. Also this is where you're going to get your gig requests, so they can leave you a message, generally a lot of them will. Yeah, a lot of them will leave you a message. You have three options, so you can either ignore the gig completely. If they think it's irrelevant, they've not really even paid attention to what type of gig you're doing. Always suggest start sending messages first, discuss, get a telephone number, find out where they're booking, whatever you need to do. But if you accept, what that will do, that will remove the slot that you've got available off the list, so it won't be emailed out to the public or visible to the public anymore. And it will also put the gig listing everywhere on the site, on all the relevant places like the venues, the promoters. It will also go onto all the Facebook apps, as we discussed. So, my gigs. This is where we're going to build your diary up. I'm going to use all the information that you've given me. And what we'll do, we'll really pump all these in. And then all you're going to have to do is come and log in and keep this up to date. It's essential you keep up to date because, you know, this pretty much defeats the whole object. You're going to have bands applying for gigs that don't exist, which makes them not want to use your promotions company. It's going to not make them want to use the website. So, got to really keep it all up to date. You know, so we've got networking going on all the time. So yeah. Okay, let's start then. So post a gig. Now I've already attached on your venues, so it's going to prompt you now for the venues. So let's do the Cooper's Arms first. Go on. Singer-songwriter circle. So that's you in there. Right, I've got a gig. That's correct. That's all correct. So first one. Let's have a look what you've got for me. Every Sunday. So let's start this from Sunday. There you go, Sunday 8th of July. Doors, what have you put for doors? 7 o'clock. 1900 hours. Right, this is going to take us through now to the next form. This form you'll always be able to come back to. So, title. Let's take your title. Just go in there. Event description, you know, it's up to you if you want to put that in. Depends on how much you're going to be using the gig profiles, which will format out of all this information. Depends how much you're going to be using them as status updates. You know, if you want to start using them as status updates on Twitter and stuff, then by all means fill as much information on this bit as you want, but not necessary. So door, yours said yours are always free, so let's all free for those. Now, if you've got a flyer that you want to put here, so let's say for instance you want to put one for your Cooper's Arms. Actually, I won't put one in because if you don't want that there, it's going to duplicate on all of them. Yeah. basically, if we've got a band that's booked and they're on the system, it's always going to take the first band that's got a picture, and in what order of time you put them on. But if you put a flyer up, it will be there and it will override everything. So everyone's listings, only the picture shows up that you're going to put. So you've got yours are unpaid. Terms, conditions. Terms, conditions, there we go. Let's take all that. Plop that in there. Okay, so that's all good. Right, so that's all the stuff you've asked me to put in. So that's what they're going to read before they apply for your show. If you're doing a big end, high-end gig, you know, and you want to, you know, you want to only have acts that have got over 600 likes, you can use that, and then they can that will block anyone applying for your gig. So what we'll do is save this now. Oh no, you only want acoustic acts, don't you, for this one? I think. Cooper's Arms. Oh no, band's okay. No problem. Let's change that. Solo artists and bands. Yeah, save that. So on the night, you said you got 4 acts. This is automatically going to make you 4 acts anyway whenever you start a gig. But if you want to add more, like, I mean, say if you want to put an extra slot, you use this button here, which we just did. You notice now that's given us 5. Let's just cancel one off, and it disappears. Alright. So what we'll do is save that. Now let's go back to my gigs now. Right, so now you've got a gig. All quite straightforward. Now, if we've got a fill in, let's say for instance, let's go and fill in the acts that, let's say we know that people have got books, so I can teach you how to put an act in. So you can either go and do it back from here, click Edit Details, and you can go and edit the name, edit the bands here. You can click Fill Slot, so you go Add Band. I don't know, we need to change it to Live Act really. So let's say for instance you booked, this is my TV. Right, so it's going to search the data bank. Now this is booked these guys, right? So if we book this, what it's going to do is stick this onto their gig listings. It's going to put it on the venues page. It's going to put it on their Facebook app. It's going to put it on your page. It's going to go everywhere. It's going to trigger off emails and send them an email and tell them you've booked them. But I know these guys anyway, so we'll just put test and we'll cancel it so they'll get it. So we'll push this one in. Right, and what that's done now, that's now removed the slots so no one can actually apply for it. That won't go out now as one of the slots available for the Cooper's Arms. That slot's now gone. This will now show up on everyone's listings. But what we don't want to do, we want to get rid of this slot now. So what we do is hit cancel. This word event's going to change the slot. I get that fixed today. Basically, we say test ignore. Okay, cancel that one. Right, so what it's done is put a line through it. That just shows that if their fan base want to see that they're still there but they've been cancelled, you can do that. Generally, just hit it again and remove it. Add the space back on again. Now, if you want to add on an act that's not in the system, so you know you're going to find live acts that are not in the system. So let's say, for instance, Dan Smith. Let's see if he's there. Hit search. Right, Dan Smith's not on the system. See this line here? The performer is not registered. Click that in, and again, that's now going to put him in. Lights changed from blue to green. That means he's booked in. The slot's now not available for anyone to apply for. Again, let's get rid of it. Let's put test. Cancel, delete. Alright, the only reason it asks you for a reason is because if there's other people on the bill, they all get informed who's been cancelled and who's not. So again, networking, everyone knows what's going on, no one gets confused. So let's go back to my gigs. So you now know how to put the acts on. Now, you said you're doing this every Tuesday, so instead of you having to go through and do everything all again, we've got our terms and conditions saved, you've got the right amount of people, we've got your title correct, let's just clone it. So that one we did for Sunday. Let's check it is every Sunday. Yeah, I'm going mad. So that one we did was Sunday the 8th, wasn't it? Let's do the next one, 15th. Hit submit. Hit F5 to refresh. There you go, we got 2. Alright, so that's really straightforward. Once you've got your terms and conditions of one particular event, we'll just clone away like mad. I'm going to do loads of cloning here for you, so when you come in, you're going to be really organised, and all you have to do, please just fill in all the stuff you've got booked up to date. Just so then you're on top of it, and it's really easy to keep on top of, because otherwise, you know, if you, don't let it slip. Alright, so what I'll do, I'm going to do this for all of the venues you've got with all the information you've given me, so we don't take up too much time on the video. And I'll move on to a couple of other things quick before we go. So let's go back to account. Now you see this is your promoter profile. right? So as you build your gigs, this is where all your stuff's going to form. Yeah? All your gigs are going to come down here. Lots of nice posters, people's names, all sorts of stuff. Now what you can do, this whole page, because you're admin on your Songwriter page, what you'll be able to do is sync this whole entire thing to your Facebook. So here's an example on Musicborn's page. Yeah, this is our like page. Like you've got your like page. You can change this word here and put, you know, gigs and gig listings. Change that to that. You click this, and what that does then, that gives you an exact copy of what's available. So people then can see. Like if you click on this thing here, let's do a right open. This is what the page is as you're filling in your My Gigs section, when you're filling the band's names, and you put your poster in. This is what it creates for the public to see. So they see the times. Got your map. You know, everyone can see who's playing, what time everyone's on. It's all good. You know, all the information's there, so it's all crystal clear. So as you build stuff, and you can sync everything to your Facebook. And what I said before is you can use these as status updates. You can copy that. Say for instance, let's go and put this in on my Facebook wall. We can write, look, next Weds, oh, not Weds, Tuesday, not to be missed. Copy that one in there. Okay, look, there we are. Should have took the post though, no reason why it's not doing that. You should have the picture there as well. Let's try again quick. There we are. Oh no. I'll figure it out anyway. Anyway, normally it takes a picture as well. We'll see what happens after talk to Mark about that. Okay, so it will work. So your My Gigs are building up. The other thing was from your singer-song. So we're back on your profile of your promoter here. Now you see this bit up on the top right here? This is apply for gigs. Now this will always only show the gigs available just for you from this page. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make you a tiny URL out of this here, out of this line. So then I'll leave that in the email as well. So then what you can do on your normal website, you can write, if you want to apply for gigs, if you want to book a show, please click here. It's going to bring them to this. They can see exactly what you've got. They can either log in and apply, or they can book it via email. And then you can just log in and fill in the gaps of what you've agreed on whatever way you've done your bookings. So, yeah, that's really good. That's that bit there. Yeah, there's not really much more I'm going to show you, really. So, basically, when you log in, everything's going to be done. I'm going to make sure everything's all nice and listed out, all the dates. And all you have to do then is log in and update the list. And that's it. All right? So, yeah, it'd be great. One good thing you can do, though, you know, once you've got this done, do a mail out to all your mailing list and give them the link to this one here, and just let them know that, you know, this is one way they can book and see who's playing, because, you know, it's good for them to get excited to see who they can play with. All right, so thank you very much, and I'll let you know when this is all ready. Won't be long. Thank you very much. See you soon.